Hey y'all, what's going on? This is Let's Talk About It with I Am Amore. So today we are going to be talking about two words, y'all. Two words. Support systems. Yes, support systems and what do they look like to you? Like so many times where we say that, man, I just need some support, I need some help, I need something. I need someone to just help a help a brother, help a sister out, right? But y'all, I'm here to tell you, after like doing research, after continuously pondering about support systems, y'all, I had to come to some reality of my own. Okay. And my reality has set in. And it pretty much says, of course, people will be your support system if you need them to be. Sometimes it may not be exactly how you need them to be, but either you're going to accept or you're going to be your own support system. Okay. And I'm going to get kind of personal with you all. 'Cause y'all my family, right? And this is what we do. Okay. When my husband passed, okay, which is Aria's dad, when he passed, um, it was a thing where it was like, I didn't plan this. So now I gotta do this by myself. And of course we'll be like, we'll help you, whatever you need. I don't know if that's the robotic, statement from people, but I think I could count on one hand in regards to, that support system. I think to spare yourself from disappointment, okay? You cannot automatically think that people will show up. Now, I'm not trying to be a Debbie Downer. I'm not trying to be that. But I'm being realistic. People have their own lives and their own things going on, and sometimes they are not available in the way that we may need them to be available. So, my question to you, are you okay with that? What does the support system look like to you? Those are my questions. Are you okay with people not being available the way you need them to be? And what does a support system look like to you? Let me know in the comments. Like, what does a support system look like to you? Because I've seen some support systems, and I'm going to just say, all help is not always good help. That's my story, and I am sticking with it. But let me know what you think. Let me know what you think. Do you think that, it's necessary for you to have a support system? Do you believe that it can be detrimental if you just decline a support system? Can it be detrimental to you and your child if you have children? Let me know. Even when I was doing my research, you all, like I learned, right, that there are different types of support systems. Even down to social support, let's say that. So there's different types, right? You got emotional, which is expressions of empathy, love, trust, and caring. So that could be like from your close friends, your family members. They give you a listening ear, which you need to hear in a sense. Then you have instrumental, which is a tangible aid or service. Okay. You have informational, which is advice, suggestions, and information. And then appraisal, information that is useful for self evaluation. Ooh, ooh, self evaluation. So a lot of times, do you think that the support system kind of like, does it change as you change, or does it stay the same? Let me know. Does it change as you change, or does it stay the same? Jerica says she believes it changes as we change. Yeah, for sure. I can agree to that, and I agree because we change daily. At least we're supposed to, I guess. And sometimes when we change, the people around us change. Sometimes we don't even want to necessarily be around those people anymore. So like, but then I'm gonna say it, y'all, right? Sometimes I wonder if a support system can be unhealthy. Can it be unhealthy? Like, because like maybe the people, or maybe even you, okay? I'm just gonna say it. Maybe even you are just a little bit, like a little teeny bit toxic. Huh. Are you? Just I said a little bit toxic, and carry that toxicity to this person, that person, that person, this person. I don't know. For me, like I'm gonna say it. I'm kind of hard headed, you know, kind of hard headed when it comes to asking for help. Okay, and I will say that I'm kind of hard headed because of experiences I've had, of people saying that they'll help, and when I finally ask for help, they'll like either say I can't help you because I helped this person, or you'll have to hear it from somebody else that they helped you, or they'll constantly nag you about helping. Like, that's not help. What the hell you help me for if you was gonna talk about it? Don't know. That kinda defeats the purpose for me in many aspects. So Jerica says, when a plant outgrows its environment, you have to change the space so that it has room to spread its roots. Hmm. Okay. Okay, about the spreading the roots. Snap, snap, snap. But I really want to understand. Oh, she said, back to the plant. If the components that is supposed to supply growth isn't healthy, it doesn't grow. Imagine pouring poison water into the plant. I gotta read that again, y'all. I gotta read it again. She said, back to the plant. If the components that is supposed to supply growth isn't healthy, it doesn't grow. Imagine pouring poison water into the plant. Well, goddamn. Imagine. Yo, so many, I'm going to say this. So many times we are pouring into people, places, and things that do not refuel us. They don't refuel us. And yet we be man. I wish I had a teddy bear. I got a pillow, y'all. So I'm gonna use the pillow because we be holding on, holding on to that thing for dear life, and it's killing us. And I'm not just saying like a physical death, but I think other than a physical death, the worst death is a mental, spiritual, and emotional death. Damn. So again, with these support systems, because I've even come to find, right? Like sometimes we don't like the families that we're born in. I'm gonna say it, okay? And for whatever reason, we're here to either break generational curses or do something within the family, okay? And sometimes we just like, yo, I can't do it. I don't understand. Why am I here? La, la, la. Sometimes. But as you go to different places and you meet different people, you begin to start picking who becomes a part of your system. You do. I believe you do. Do you agree or disagree? If you disagree, I'd love to hear it. If you agree, I'd love to hear it as well as to why. But one thing I think we fail to realize, so many times we're picking the things that we need from other people. But have you ever thought that maybe I have what I'm trying to find in other people within myself? Maybe sometimes, like the song says, sometimes you do need to encourage yourself. And maybe sometimes you need to be your own support system because we get frustrated when people are not who we need them to be. So to avoid the frustration, I think that we can necessarily be what we need to be for ourselves. Okay. But to do this, to do these things, you have to be able to pour into yourself. You have to be able to be selfish with your time. You have to be able to love yourself, endure the parts of yourself that you do not like, the ugly parts. Because, of course, we can dress ourselves up. We can look like the baddest on TikTok, Instagram, all that good stuff. But really, without the filter, who are you? I mean, do you know who you are? Do you know? If you know right now, I need you just we're gonna take a moment. What are we absorbing? Exactly. What are we absorbing? Because I feel like a lot of times we are absorbing other people's shit. We are absorbing other people's stuff. For me, I'm an empath. So a lot of times I am absorbing other people's stuff and I absorb it and sometimes I don't let it go. So it has my emotional track off track. So when my stuff come, I'll be like, I don't even know what to do with it. I don't even know what to do with it. So I think a lot of times we have to find our own roadmap um, as to how we want to navigate these things, as to how we want to be able to move, how we want to just do a lot of things that's necessary. No, it's not always pretty. It's not always, oh well, you can polish it up on the outside. That will not work. Not in 2024, not beyond. The bullshit, the facades, it will not work. So, like I said, people were wearing masks before COVID. So, I mean, just take your mask off and do the work. Do the work. And again, back to support systems. Here you go again. This is why I say sometimes support systems are needed, but you have to have like minded people or strong minded people, some even spiritual people in your life. Because a lot of times this is a spiritual battle. It's a spiritual battle. And again, it's not always pretty, but you'll come out looking amazing when you're finished. For real, y'all. You will. But are you willing to take that chance on yourself? Like we encourage on everything else, everybody else. We'll put our money, our last dime on another person. But will you bet on yourself? Will you? Can you? Will you allow yourself to bet on yourself? At this point, will you allow yourself to bet on you? I think you freaking deserve it. You're more than enough. You're more than whoever told you you're nothing. You're more than that. Okay? People sometimes try to put their own feelings on you because that's how they feel about themselves. So today I do challenge you to find the best version of yourself and become that. You owe it to yourself. You owe it to yourself. Why not? But look, y'all, I will say this. I will say this. Like, I'm gonna go back to I'm gonna get a little personal with y'all because as I stated before, y'all my family. So I'm gonna get a little personal with y'all. But before we get deep down into it, the nitty gritty, I want y'all to take a moment, kind of like sit back in your chair, get real comfy. You know what I mean? And we're gonna do some breathing exercises, okay? Because we've been talking about taking breaks. So we're gonna take a break from whatever you're doing right now that's stopping you from whatever you're doing. Okay? We're gonna just stop for a moment. Take a break for a moment. Okay? I want you to close your eyes. I hope y'all listening. I want you to close your eyes for a second, and I want you to breathe in your nose, hold it, and out your mouth. Now with the exhale, don't be breathing out all fast now. Okay? Breathe out slowly until you feel like your tummy kind of hitting your rib cage or whatever they call it. Okay? So we're gonna do this a couple times, y'all. I want y'all to truly relax. Cause over here, and let's talk about it. We real big on taking a break. Okay? So here we go. Close your eyes. Breathe in. Hold it. Breathe out. Breathe in. Let it out. Breathe in. Let it out. Breathe in. Let it out. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. One more time. One more time. Big breath. Big breath. Inhale. Hold it. And exhale. All right. All right. How y'all feel? How y'all feel with just the breathing exercise? Now, if you yawn, that's a wonderful thing. That means your brain needed some oxygen, y'all. Seriously, that means your brain needed some oxygen. I hope y'all feel all right after doing that breathing with me. So look, I'm gonna get a little. I want y'all to go ahead and share this live so we can get some more people in here as well. Because I'm about to get real personal. Real personal. You guys been helping me because this is like my therapy. And I hope I'm able to help somebody. Truly, I really hope I'm able to help somebody tonight or beyond today. All right, y'all. So we back to talking about support systems, right? So with these support systems, I'm gonna just be transparent a bit, right? So a person that I truly admire, may God rest her soul, is my grandmother. Okay, Denise Venable. If anybody know my grandma, you know my grandma, right? But my grandmother was the type of woman that she would just do for anybody. Like no hesitation, no just do. She would just do for anybody. And um she would work super hard. Work super hard. Even when she was like getting sick and stuff like that, she would just work. And in this life, one thing that I've realized, even down with support systems, like when things happen, you see who really is your support system. But I want you all to just walk with me real fast, right? My grandmother, as I stated, she would do anything for anybody. She would take care of anybody. That's just who she was. And in this life, sometimes I wonder if certain people's purpose is just to take care of other people, right? But then sometimes I was like it can't be a person's purpose just to take care of other people, you know, because I mean the word says that our bodies are like temples, right? So how is it that as we take care of other people, we neglect ourselves? We neglect ourselves. It's cool, yes. It's I'm sure it's great when people are able to give you your flowers when you're unalived. But what about when you're here? When you're able to smell them? When you're able to hear the kind words? What about that part? What about when you give all that you can possibly give, but you give nothing for yourself? Like nobody speaks about that really. It's I think I believe like a lot of dreams that we have are the most dreams I was told the most dreams are in the grave. And we don't want to live this life by just existing. We don't want to do that. We deserve so much more than that. And I wish that I could have seen my grandmother live her life the way that she deserved to live it. Like so much more than just this. You know what I mean? So I think that if you have that person in your life that you see just continue to grind like there's no tomorrow, and you see them like just take care of everybody else, please take a moment for that person, even if you are that person, to take some time for yourself. Please, please. Please. Because you, like I say all the time, like you deserve it. You deserve the best of you. The best version of you that you can possibly give yourself should be the absolute freaking best. Like I say all the time, with parents, we say, as long as my kid is all right. But today I ask you, are you all right? Mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally? Are you okay? We live in this world like trying to find our path and our purpose all the time. And we live trying to find the pieces to the puzzle when really not even realizing like sometimes you are the missing piece. You're the missing piece. You are the missing piece. So many times you don't like give yourself any freaking credit. Why not? Why don't you give yourself enough credit? Because sometimes in all reality, when no one else is there with you, when you're in those rooms crying by yourself and you just feel like you can't go on, and you're like, man, you just praying and praying and praying, and eventually you get up, you dust yourself off. Do you not call that a support system? If you're just relying on God, do you not call that your support system? Because God ain't calling nobody else and saying, oh, Jenny, man, she real bad. She down bad. You're not doing that. You're not doing that. Sometimes, listen, I don't know about y'all, but I have been low to the point where I can see the bottom of my shoes. Okay. And yet, still trying to maintain being a parent while you're grieving, maintain being a parent while you are trying to figure who the hell you are. It could be the hardest days, seem like the hardest days in the world. But know that your better days are coming. Okay? I claim it for you. If you don't claim it, I claim it for you. But I can't want it more than you do. Okay? And Barbara said, you're no good to anyone else if you don't take care of yourself first. Hmm. That is an absolute fact. Have we ever been taught to take care of ourselves first? Or have we just been taught to take care of everyone else? Because I mean, when a person make it, they be first thing, when they make it, what is it? You remember you gotta take care of the family. You got listen, you gotta take care of the family. But some people family aren't even their blood. Some people friends have become their family more than their own family. So really, I'm not saying to become a butthole. I'm not saying that. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is Learn to treat yourself as a priority. Learn to love yourself. Learn to be nice to yourself. Stop talking down on yourself. I don't even care if you don't even like what you have on. You be like, "Ooh, I look ugly." Don't say that. Don't. No, we throwing that out the window. Do not say that. Don't speak ill of yourself, because when you speak ill of yourself, that's a sign of self disrespect. I don't listen. I call it for what it is. You're disrespecting yourself, so you're inviting other people to disrespect you too. We're not doing that. People's like, well, I don't know how to do this and I don't know how to do that. Listen, all this that we're doing is practice. Practice makes progress. It's not perfection. It makes progress. It's okay to make mistakes, y'all. Just learn from them. Learn from your mistakes. No one is perfect. Okay? I want y'all to know. No one is perfect. But you are more than enough. I don't know how many times I gotta tell y'all that, but I'm gonna keep saying it because I just feel like somebody just is just I get the energy like somebody is not feeling like they're enough today. But I'm here to tell you, you are more than enough. Okay? You are a beautiful being. No matter who is there and who is not. This is what I tell my daughter all the time. No matter who is there and who is not, we got each other. But those moments where you're feeling lonely, no matter who is there and who is not, sometimes you got to know that you got you. Sometimes you have to know that you got you, no matter what the circumstances may be. Okay? You got you. That's what matters. That's what matters. You got you. But I really do want to hear from y'all in regards to these support systems because I'm on the fence. I am on the fence about a support system. I mean, sometimes I feel like, support systems can be good. They can be good. But then it kind of is a fine line because sometimes some support systems, I think, as we stated earlier, you can outgrow. And when you outgrow those support systems and those people are still trying to hold on, what do you do? Do you just be like, get out of here? Or what is it that you do? When you outgrow those support systems, what do you find yourself doing? Do you find yourself like just being by yourself? Do you find yourself like trying to find other people that help support you? What is it? Let me know. I want to know. Let me know. Because it's hard. It's hard finding a real support system. Like, because people be letting you down. People will let you down. Let you down, leave you hanging. But they be calling you bro and sis. Mm. So, Jerica says, I feel like support systems are needed. Why do you feel like support systems are needed? And what kind of support system do you need? Because I feel like everybody needs some different kind of support. So, what kind of support system do you feel like you need? And why? And why? So, Alex says, having a support system is a blessing, but ultimately you have to be your support system. Man, absolutely. Absolutely. But I think too, even with that, even with being your own support system, you got to be okay with the bumps and bruises that come along with it. You got to be okay with sometimes being alone. You have to be okay that sometimes, bruh, ain't nobody you can call on the phone and tell them you're weary, your worries, and be okay with that. And be okay with it because you know you're not going to disappoint you, right? Or are you scared of holding yourself accountable? What is it? Are you scared to be your own support system? Or have like, what is it? What is it? Jerry said motherhood and womanhood. Okay. And motherhood, womanhood, fatherhood, all the hoods. You feel like we need support systems. But since we're speaking about motherhood, and I'm gonna say fatherhood too, like with the mother and father, I feel if they are present, I feel like that's the greatest support system and foundation for the child. And I say this because I don't care what people say. This is my opinion. Well, I care what y'all say, but I'm just saying this is my opinion. Fathers matter. Active fathers matter. Mothers matter. Mothers matter. And I say this: we set the tone for our children as to how they'll receive support systems. If it's a thing, but if it's a thing where a dad isn't necessarily wanting to be active, mama, you got to be the support system your child needs. And if the mother don't want to be a mama to the kids, fellas, because we got some of them out there too. Papa, you got to be the support system that your child needs. And you know what? Just like love, we have to find exactly what type of support system they need. Do not force your support system on a person. Meaning, the way that you may need support, somebody else might not need that support. I'm going to say it. Somebody might not need that support. So, look, you got to learn, know your audience. That's what we've been saying. Know your audience. For real. Know your audience. And even down to your mental health. Because the support systems play a part. And mental health, they play a part. Mental health and support system play a part. Because you have to be a strong individual. Sometimes be your own support system. And what I've come to realize, even at my weakest moments, you got to be a support system. A lot of times, this is a spiritual fight. I always say sometimes it's a mental game, and I want all of us to come out winners. Okay. Alex said, some people are wired differently. Some of us thrive off being self-supportive, and some of us need that extra boost from people. Yes. He also said both parents supporting each other's role is essential. Definitely. So listen. So I am a single mother, okay? And I'm gonna say it. I did not plan this shit. I didn't plan it, but that's how it turned out. Okay. And sometimes I got to smile from crying, y'all. I got to smile from crying because our child was playing, bro. And that it hurt. Him not being here hurts me. And it hurts because I just wanted him to be able to be a father to his own child. That's it. That's it. But nevertheless, when you're a single parent, don't expect for his family or your family to be your support system. And don't put the burden on your child to be your support system. You have to dig deep, deeper than you probably ever have dug before, and become that support system that become the support system that not only you need, but the support system that your child needs as well. Because our children rely on us so much. And I think oddly enough, we don't realize how much we put on our kids. We don't even have to say it, right? We'll put it on them with our emotions because they can feel energy. They can feel a whole lot. They can feel when you're sad. They can feel, and I know that they feel when you're sad because one day Arya said, Arya, we were praying, and Arya said, God, just take my mommy's pain away. Bro, what? That, that my eyes getting kind of watery now because just thinking about it, like, damn. Just when you thought you was masking it, all good and well, man. Your children call you out. Thanks, A. Smith. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I appreciate you for appreciating my strength. You feel me? But listen, it's not easy. I had my good days. I had my bad days. I had my days where I want to post my husband. I have my days where it's just like, I felt like I want to give up. I felt like, especially I'm going to say these last 3 months, yo, these last 3 months have been like a true test to, I think what my whole life has pretty much been like, we damn. And I say that because like self-reflection is super important, y'all. Like we are so like wrapped up into everything else just so we can be distracted from where the real work needs to be, which is inside of us. Because dressing up the outside is cool. Like I told my daughter, I was like, look, because she was like, we were talking about the word ugly. I don't even know how we came about this, right? And I told her, I was like, yo, ugly is not a physical thing. Ugly is an action. Now, y'all might look at me like I'm crazy when I say ugly is not a physical thing. Ugly is an action, right? But I say this because you could be the most beautiful individual outside on the outside, but your inside is jacked up, bro. And it spew out. That makes you ugly. You can act ugly. I don't like it. I don't like it because sometimes I gotta tell my daughter, "You're acting very ugly right now. That's not making you look beautiful." You know what I mean? So Jerica asked me, in these 3 months, did you have support? Let me tell you something, and I'm gonna be real, okay? The support, um, I don't think I asked for the support. So I don't think this is a thing where I didn't have it. Excuse me, but I don't think I asked for it. Yeah, I don't think I asked for it. Sometimes you gotta ask for it because people don't know. And we be assuming. And well, you know what they say about assuming. But I have come in contact with some great people, that have been close, and normally I don't allow people to get close to me. But they have been close, and I appreciate them for that, and I appreciate them for their honesty, for their friendship, for their, just being present. Because sometimes I just need. Sometimes it don't even be a thing where I need somebody to do something for me. Sometimes it just be like, yo, let's come and have some crabs or something. You feel me? Let's come and chill. Let's come and whatever. I'm not I'm not hard to please. You feel me? But I really, I just, uh, all I can say is these 3 months. If you know, you know. I mean, especially when you're dealing with an injury, you don't know when everything is gonna heal. You don't know. You just don't know. You know what I mean? This has been trying for me. This has been trying for me. But I'm still alive. I'm still here. I'm thankful. That's what I can say. That's what I can say about that, y'all. For real. But look, I truly appreciate each and every one of you being here with me today. Like, I needed this. I hope y'all needed this too. So I think we're gonna try to stick to Thursdays, y'all. Thursdays at 8:30. Everything happens for a reason, y'all. So I appreciate y'all sticking around with me. Um, and we're gonna continue to do mental check-ins throughout the week, throughout next week, just every day. Every day I'm able, we're gonna do mental check-ins. And I need y'all to go ahead, make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube. You can type in "I am Amore" and it'll show up on the YouTube channel. We everywhere. We on TikTok. We on YouTube. We on Instagram. We on. I'm so excited, and I appreciate you for rocking with me. This is a little different. Sometimes different is good. So remember, y'all, you are enough. You are amazing. You're beautiful. And remember, you are the missing piece. So now you just got to do the work so you can complete your puzzle. Thanks for rocking with me. I am Amor, and let's talk about it. Hope to see y'all soon. Peace.